Hey, Mad Dog Nation, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I got a bone to pick, gamers. After we're done gutting Unity, we got to go for Sony, okay? Is there any valid reason? I'm thinking of what word to use here. Because I'm sure the answer is it saves them like 3 cents per console sold. Is there any reason that the PlayStation 5 controller by default comes with a 3-foot long USB cord? That's madness, man. Like, this is not 1991. We're not out here plugging it into our console and then sitting on the floor directly in front of the CRT TV. People got their shit like wall mounted on the other side of the damn room. You just use it wireless. I like it when the corporations bend me over and take away my choice. Actually, it's really good that they got rid of the headphone jack on the phone because the battery life is better. At least until my contract when Verizon expires. And then as a result, my iPhone, weird. As soon as my 1-year contract expired, the iPhone battery started getting really bad. But that's okay. The battery's a lot better ever since they got rid of the headphone port. And so, plus the AirPods look so cool anyway. I can use them to listen to the football game that I bet on while I'm at Disney World with my family. You see what they're doing to us? You see what they're doing to you? This is DL Guiga, are you here? This is the energy I brought into that 30-minute Ben Aldis 90s ride. Hey, I'm on Walmart Wi-Fi. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I joined that ride. I saw the person who was in first place on the ride. Their name was Let's Go Brandon, male 40s from Atlanta. And I said, you're not leaving this ride with a positive disposition, mon frere. You're going to know by the end of this ride that you have a weak heart, that you have weak legs, and that you have a weak mind. And I just ramped it up and started grinding it down. I was putting the organic peanuts in the whole food butter nutter. Gring da 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 da, gring da 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 da, gring da 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 da. Anybody else 90s maxing right now? I believe I've invented the concept of 90s maxing. Now, I'm not sure, pardon me, if this is ever going to become a thing, but I'm staking my claim. Hey, cool seal. I saw you on the ride today as well. Thank you. And thank you for the gifted subscriptions. I'm staking my claim, September 18th, 2023. If the Zoomers try to make this a trend in like 4 years, I'm happy to join them. I just want you to know I'm here first. What does it mean to go 90s maxing? You don't look up what restaurant you're going to eat at before you go eat at the restaurant. You just say, hey, we'll park in the neighborhood. We'll go to some place that looks cool. You don't purchase everything online. Instead, your ass goes to the store. You might even, if you're going 80s spec'd into 90s maxing, you might even go to the damn mall. I'm being real with you. I'm going 90s, man. I'm not rejecting the internet, but I think we've become too, and I understand the irony given this is my job. I think in my personal life, we let the internet take too much hold. Oh, I know this. I could save 13 cents if I buy this on Amazon instead, and then all I have to do is break down 1,700 cardboard boxes when they eventually arrive at my house. No, you know what we do now? We support local businesses, okay? We park in a parking spot, and then we walk down a boulevard, and we look at, you know, that little picture frame at the start, at the front of a restaurant that has the menu. We look at the menu and we say, maybe not this place. And then we walk 3 doors down and we say, let's try this place instead. I don't have a boulevard. I'm sure you got a boulevard. You might have to work to get there, but I'm sure you got a boulevard. Spontaneity. Yeah, exactly. Mine's a boulevard of broken dreams. I'm just going to call it. It might not be the worst song of all time. Look at this. By the way, you got it all backwards, Hard for Corn. Nah, I'll keep looking up restaurants while you eat at some shitty trendy spot. You got 90s pilled all backwards. It's your ass that is going to VancouverisAwesome.com. Ryan Reynolds just shouted out this classic Greek restaurant. We tried it out and figured out what all the fuss is about. Your ass is, oh my God, I've got to go to Minerva's. I got to go to Minerva's. My ass, your ass is eating at Minerva's, 4.4 out of 5. My ass is eating at Dragon Sushi, 2.8 out of 5. We're not the same. I am keeping mediocre local restaurants in business to foster a sense of community. Your ass is letting Instagram pick what restaurants thrive. And eventually, oh, this place is really good. This place is really good. Oh, they're opening up a second location in East Van. Oh, fantastic. Oh, they've opened up 8 locations. They opened up 1 in Calgary. Oh, they all fucking suck. The business went under. They all went out of business. Now it's another damn cannabis dispensary. We are not paying $18 for good lunches. We are paying $12.75 for mediocre lunches and keeping our community thriving, okay? You're from Vancouver, dog. Let's not talk about food. Here we go. Every time I'm right, ad hominem attack. You're just lucky you got the gift next to your name, okay? Otherwise, I'd be going a little harder. You just wait for it. We already had Chugi, okay? Chugi's over. We're going, and I'm not saying this is going to come true, but I have to say this so that if it ever does come true, the clip looks convincing. 90s maxing's going to be in. I'm not saying it's going to be like a dominant cultural wave. But when the 16-year-olds turn 24, they're going to be like, I'm 90s maxing right now. I'm buying high-waisted pants from the thrift store for too much money. I'm going to restaurants that have under a 3.75 out of 5 on Yelp. I'm going to a place where you'd simply look at the interior of the restaurant and go, oh, I bet that looks good. I'm buying some shit at the mall. And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, yes, I would like a bag. We're walking around with a damn Discman. So true. We're walking around with a Sony anti-skip Discman with Women in Song 5 on it, going do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't want to wait for my lives to be over. Limiting ourselves for the culture? What do you guys are such haters. Apparently the only way to culture max is to eat at the same restaurant that everybody else says is like 2% better than the other Vietnamese fusion restaurant that's a block and a half away. What's your favorite ramen in Vancouver? Personally, I'm a fan of Damen Rambo. No, I like the Ramen Butcher. No, you go down the street, you go down to Richards and Granville, you got to go to Gojira Ramen. You can get karage in the ramen. No, you got to go to Kokoro Maze Soba. It's just down the street from that. It's right next to the A&W on Granville Street. No, don't go to Gojira Ramen. Instead, you got to go to Kokoro Ramen. Wait, I already mentioned that. Anyway, there's like 9 of them, but anyway, you get the idea. How do you know all these places? Because I fucking live here. I'm not pretending to be from Vancouver while living in Burquitlam like everybody else. My ass is paying the tax, and I'm reaping the dividends. By the way, this is slanderous. I was not 15 minutes late while installing the game. I was 15 minutes late because I was looking for my PlayStation 5 controller because everybody mocked me for using an off-brand Nintendo Switch Pro controller on PC. So that's why we started with the damn PlayStation 5 bit. I still can't believe Sony. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I look at this, I'm like, you guys are so lucky that I'm the most honest streamer of all time. I'm realizing that the cord I have plugged into my PlayStation 5 controller and my computer does say Nintendo on it. So I don't really know how that happened, but that's okay. Things always get a little bit perturbed in the moving process. How are your raids going in Pokemon Go? 0. Can I tell you something that happened? I have done, well, not 0. I have done 3 raids out of 60 required to get the Master Ball, and I've accepted that I'm not going to get them, and that's A-okay. I saw a raid egg pop this weekend. I went to use a raid pass. It said, you don't have any raid passes. I said, okay, I'll buy a raid pass. It said, you have like 4 too few Poke coins. I said, okay, top me up with that 99-cent Poke coin bundle. I one-tap bought it with Google Pay. It took 4 seconds. In the time that it took me to do that, the 6 people who joined the raid as soon as the egg hatched hit ready up, fuck everybody else. We're not waiting an extra 80 seconds for this social game. This is hardcore, okay? I'm catching my 85th Genesect that doesn't even have like any presence in the competitive meta. So now I have raid passes and nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them, unfortunately. That's why I prefer the Monster Hunter game. I'm kind of locked into the Pogo experience. It's just, I don't take it too seriously. It's just something nice to play while you're out for like a walk. But like, I definitely prefer the stuff that is non-social. I love to pop a daily incense and go for a walk. Routes have actually started to work for me after not working for the longest time. It's nice to go out there and take like, you know, walk for a couple miles, get some rewards as a result of that. You're just walking around listening to a podcast or something. But then all this stuff related to rating is, it's not great. If you want that, you should play Pikmin Bloom. No, I don't like Pikmin. I don't really get it. I grew up with Pokemon, so I'm going to keep playing Pokemon. You can play Pikmin Bloom. I hope you got enough people around you that are opening your gifts to give you extra Captain Olimar flowers or whatever they do. But I'm broadly happy with the Pokemon Go experience. I'm not one of those insane people that's like, I'm level 50 and spend all day poking on or posting on the Sylph Road about how Niantic screwed me because I used the raid pass and then the only thing that's popping is unknowns or something like that. I just like going for walks. I also spend all day poking. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm sorry. Me and Sloan Kettering were blazing that shit. What starter did you pick in gold/silver? I picked none starter. I only played red, blue, yellow, and snap. In 98, 99, or 99, 2000, when Pokemon Gold and Silver came out, I was like, a sequel to Pokemon? I don't think so. They already got all the goodness out with red, blue, and yellow. I thought this franchise is washed. It turns out it was not washed. For many people, that was the peak of the series. But what do I know? I was like 12 years old. Slash marker. Lies of P. Thought I was done peeing, zipped up, walked out the bathroom, 2 dribbles on my trousers. Call that Northern Lion Plays Lies of P, episode 1, square bracket. Let's get started. What the heck is Lies of P? Well, the first thing it is $80. Does anyone see how messed up this is? $80? I could buy 3 boxes of cereal for that these days. Or like a 2-liter bottle of Coke Zero. Anyway, it's Bloodborne, but Pinocchio. It's gotten mostly positive reviews, and I'm excited to check it out because honestly, I've been looking for a single-player game to grab me for a while. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to throw shade. I have to say this because otherwise people are going to be like, what about, So I'm just going to head it off at the pass. Armored Core didn't really grab me. Armored Core, I bounced off. I fought Baltius. I bounced back in. I did a bunch of other missions. I bounced off. I fought another boss. I bounced in. But I was kind of like I was doing a sine wave the whole time. I'm hoping that Lies of P perhaps grabs me a little bit more. But first, I'm going to agree to the end-user license agreement. Start a new game. Is there supposed to be audio here? Now lying. Bro, it doesn't say now loading. It says now lying because it's about Pinocchio. There is audio?
Can you hear me?
Hang on, maybe my headphones are broken.
Geppetto's puppet.
We can hear the lady? I literally can't hear anything. Let me check my Netflix tab of Meet the Parents. I'm just being straight up with you. It's too quiet. Well, like, yeah, I need to check and see if my headphones are working. Let's find like long fart through door. Fart long through door sound effect. Did you guys hear that? Yes, I am not messing with you. I did not. Maybe they forced me to have a Windows update, bro. It was extremely quiet. Very quiet. It was like from the other room. What the heck? All my outputs are maxed. Sorry to start the video like this, but... Okay, sound. Open sound settings. Speakers, DualSense wireless controller Windows. You're so stupid. Here's a rule, okay? When you boot up Windows for the first time, there should be a little toggle. You know how like when you pick a difficulty setting when you open a video game? And it's like, I've never played roguelites before. I'm a pretty good gamer. Beat my ass. I want the Windows version of Beat My Ass, which is like, hey, never fucking do anything except be Windows. That's it. Don't ever change anything. Don't ever change anything to the default browser just because I opened it one time. Don't ever change an audio setting on me. Don't ever move my monitors around for me. I want hard mode Windows, not permadeath though, because it do be crashing. Now, I got 1,900 different audio possible outputs here. What are we using here? I think we're using headphones, high definition audio device. See, now I can hear. Do you guys hear that? Now let's see, is this working? Hang on, I probably have to reopen the Google Chrome tab to see if long fart through door is working. Sorry, fart long through door. Should we watch David Guetta Ends Racism?
This record is in honor.
Yeah, okay, it's working. All right. Episode 1. Let's get started. Lies of P. Bloodborne 2 square bracket. Here we go. I be moving. I be sprinting.
There
Nope.
you are.
I be parrying.
I've been looking all over for you.
I was in the first class cabin. Like Kathy Bates in the movie Titanic. Press A to interact.
I see.
Great
that
news for
itinerary
American
too,
Gladiators fans.
but we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat.
Hotel Krat is so funny, man.
Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Hey, Rubber Duck Method 9, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Select upper belt, select lower belt, use the selected belt item. Equip items and gestures on the belt to use them. Hold down to activate the extra item bag. A plus the D-pad to use items. Okay? Do not be afraid even if you get lost in the fog. There we go. Look at that. You thought I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Let's get you out of there.
Do you have to use
Find something
the claw method to run in this game? That's what I miss about the classic Dark Souls games. Holding your fingers like this on the D-pad, giving yourselves permanent repetitive stress injuries just so that you can sprint through the game a little bit.
But the streets are not safe.
So true. You got to be handy with the steel if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
It's dangerous to go alone to Hotel Krat. Take this. Path of the Cricket, balance. Path of the Bastard, dexterity. Path of the Sweeper, strength. I'll be honest. I mean, I know Dan is playing this. There's no doubt Dan is going to go Path of the Sweeper, so let's mix it up. Let's play Path of the Bastard, man. A quick and nimble combat style for striking the enemy's weak spots.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from this location.
Okay, I confirmed. Open the door. It's kind of nasty out here. This is honestly what it looks like at 6:50 a.m. the day you have to disembark from a Disney cruise. People are hungover. They're sitting in Mickey's atrium. That everybody looks like they've slept 1 hour the whole night, and they're all like yelling at their kids. They're like, "I told you to stay still. We're never gonna do this again." Lock on. While locked on, you can also switch target. Granville Street, 2 a.m. on a Saturday morning. You know what? That is damn true. I'm imagining. I don't think I've ever been on Granville Street at 2 a.m. This looked like the damn Toy Story Battle Pass so far. Sawtoothed Wheel. Bros fighting with a stop sign. I know, it's making me miss Rumbleverse a little bit. The maximum number of pulse cells has increased. Use a pulse cell to recover HP. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, the pulse cell will be gradually charged. Okay? Is that Estus, but then when you get to 0 Estus, everything is okay? Nice try. Like you can recharge it just by attacking. I'm insane. Wait, Estus, but you never actually run out? Dim escargot. Use Legionar. I own you. Maybe we could put Cam in the bottom right corner. Oh, thank you, thank you. I know Talia's treading lightly. Because we're playing a single-player game instead of like a multiplayer battle royale. They're probably enjoying life right now, but they got a couple complaints, but they want to phrase them in like the most elegant way possible so that I don't go off on a rant and say, you know what, this is the last time I'm ever gonna sap ranked for the next 4 hours. LB guard. Block in my Bloodborne, it's more likely than you think. You can block enemy attacks by guarding. If your guard is successful, you'll take reduced damage but consume stamina. The reduced damage will be transferred to guard regain. Guard regain accumulates. While you have guard regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP. If a guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a perfect guard. You will not receive damage, only stamina is consumed on a perfect guard. It can destroy an enemy's weapon or make them staggerable. Okay. All right.
You cannot see in the dark.
Nice try. Oh, hang on. You got nothing. Now you. I'm gonna try to get the parry window set up here. I'm gonna try to get the parry window set up here. One of these days. Sir? Oh! Yummy. Okay. It should go like twing to let you know you got it though. Nice try. Oh, it does have, never mind, it does have a little twing on it. Thermite? Nobody tell Dan? This does look like a Hassan shirt from the back, doesn't it? Oh, well, sorry, all the pattern's gone away now. Now it just looks like I'm saying he's wearing essentials. But you know what I'm talking about. Wait till I get some more robot blood on me. You'll understand the reference. Timothy, Olivia. Ooh, deliver a successful fatal attack. One of the hardest achievements I've ever earned in gaming. Why did Ludwig tag you? Okay. Normally I don't get involved in drama, but I feel like I had to put a stop to this. Okay, I missed a legendary drop, by the way. Thank you. A Fable Catalyst. Call me Peter Molyneux the way I'm catalyzing Fable. Ludwig said, hey, I'm doing this thing where I do like marble races, and the marbles are going to be like suggestions for challenges that other streamers gave me. Do you have any challenge that maybe I could do in like 15 minutes? So here's the deal. The heck is the B button? There we go. I told him that for me, what would be a hard challenge? He said it could be anything, by the way. Whoop! So I said, is it crazy if I ask you to put on eye tracker, and if you ever look at chat, your 15-minute timer resets and you have to start all over again? And he said, you know what, that's an interesting challenge, let's do it. Then, lo and behold, because by the way, the reason I suggested it is because it would be impossible for me. I have like 15 years of muscle memory of glancing over here. I'd be resetting the timer at least like 2 or 3 times, possibly like 20. Okay, Miyazaki style doors, I understand. Then, imagine my surprise when someone in my Discord, I'm not trying to put this on Ludwig, you know, I know and no plan survives contact with the enemy, okay? Imagine my surprise when people in my Discord said, hey, NL, you're Marble 1 in Ludwig's Marble Race, but your challenge was kind of weak. All he had to do was close chat for 15 minutes. I was like, you got me backwards, brother. I had to defend myself. I did not say you got to close chat for 15 minutes. I said you got to have an eye tracker, and you've got to... I don't know where the bonfires are anyway. So that's all I'm not trying to say that he did anything wrong, but it wasn't in the spirit of what I suggested. So direct all your anger elsewhere. Or better yet, have no anger, because it's just a silly little thing anyway, but okay. Hey, I'm backing it up. I'm backing it up. You're stronger than you let on. I own you. Staggerable. Hold for a charge attack. Fatal attack a staggered enemy with RB. This guy's supposed to be hard? Krat Central Station main entrance key, Workshop Union lightweight frame. Okay, no problem. Well, we might as well use our last vial and then charge up a new vial. Sounds sensible to me. Anyway, I'm not I'm not mad at Ludwig. I simply had to defend the honor of my own idea, okay? That's it. Nothing crazy. You should be mad? I'm not mad. I quiet quit ages ago. I'm drinking the Diet Pepsi Wild Cherry. It's 9:46 a.m. I've lost control of my life. Bonfire? Oh, bonfire? Morning soda, you're sick? You're sick! I've been up since 5:20 a.m. though. So like, if you get up at 9, that's like having a 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. soda. You know, I was thinking about how like fucked up we treated our bodies in college, man. We would have like 11 rum and cokes. And then we wake up the next morning and be like, oh, I think I'm sick. I think I'm sick. Probably like the equivalent of 20 units of alcohol and like 6 cans of high fructose corn syrup added caffeinated soda. I get like 6 hours of sleep and then wake up and be like, I got a runny nose. It's probably like 8 cups of coffee. Well, I guess it's not 8 cups of coffee. It's like 3 cups of coffee and a staggering amount of alcohol, like more alcohol than the public health unit recommends that you consume in 2 months. Like, dude, did somebody at the party? Did somebody come to the party with like RSV last night? That's fucked up, man. And he'd be like, oh, I'm not feeling so well. Oh, wait. You know what would really hit the spot before bed? Why don't you have like 2 full meals from McDonald's real quick? Fall asleep in your winter jacket. Okay, use a Stargazer for fully recovering HP and stamina as well as charging your pulse cells. You will be revived at this point in case of death.
This is called a Stargazer.
I'm a motherfucking Stargazer.
A marvelous device the stalkers used in the past.
Look at me go. Rose writing a car seat headrest song. Okay, listen. I don't know what that means. Sorry to talk over this. This is how I banter, by the way, if somehow you found yourself watching me for the first time. If you were here to just get the story of the game without actually playing it for yourself. Oh, Daniel, thank you for the raid, by the way. I'll have you know, I've granted right of first refusal to Daniel.
So be careful with it.
I when I picked my build in Lies of P, I said there's no doubt in my mind that Dan went strength build. So you know what? I'm gonna acquiesce, if you will, and allow you to have the strength build. I will try to run a dex build so that people who watch both of us can get a little bit of differentiation. Okay, and that's I do it as a sign of respect. Can I say though, now this is where I'm going to lose you, Dan, possibly, and maybe some of the people you sent over as well, and I do appreciate it. I saw I'm not familiar with the band The 1975, okay? I know Peloton did a The 1975 ride in the All for One Music Festival, but I didn't do it because I don't know who they are. I do know who Matty Healy is because he dated Taylor Swift for 8 minutes. But then I saw it. I've never heard any of their songs, I swear. But I saw a TikTok, and the TikTok blew me away. It said, here's what the 1975 sounds like to people who are not fans of the 1975. And it was the dude who made the video on stage, and he was singing like, I'm in love with you, and I don't want to do drugs with you anymore, 'cause this is a metaphor for the philosophy, androgyny, hypocrisy of the policies of Donald Trump. Let's do a bump of cocaine. You drive me insane. I'm giving it up again. I'm done with the heroin. Hey girl, let's fly from England to Paris, because I'm really in love with you. And I was like, I gotta listen to this damn band, because the TikTok knocking them is spitting, bro. I watched it like 30 times. I was like, this is crazy. They're awful. It sounded amazing. The parody sounded incredible. So don't get me started on sitting, okay? Maybe I watched that a little bit too. Sitting is the opposite of standing. Sitting is the opposite of running around. Sitting is the opposite of hanging on a barbell. I'm sorry, what the hell is motivity, dude? Vitality, HP, okay? Vigor, stamina. Capacity, legion and weight. Motivity, physical attack. Technique, physical attack. Advance, electrical blitz and acid damage. Vitality is the only normal stat. I don't know what to do, man. Give me stam. Stam's always useful. Sitting is the opposite of standing. Technique is dex. Okay, duly noted, duly noted. I'm like, man, I really got to listen to the 1975 though. That shit sounded like right up my alley. Is it going to be one of those situations where then I listen to the normal band and I'm like, nah, take me back to the parody? Like, is it a Neil Cicierga type thing? Okay, you got me, kid. Fable arts. Use blade fable arts. Weapons have their own distinct blades and handles that each have their own fable arts. Fable arts use up fable slots, and different fable arts use up a different number of slots. Well, we wouldn't want it to be too simple for the gamers, would we? Charge fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. I was doing that anyway, so I'm not sweating that. Alright, that seems pretty good. Left arm of steel. Fable catalyst. Recharges your fable arts. I really got in my head, man. I thought it was a great TikTok. That's the mark of a great TikTok. Is like I don't even have familiarity with the source material, and I was still like, I watched it over and over again. I didn't even have the opportunity to say "so true" because I didn't know what it was referencing. But I'm not very smart. Hang on, let me jab one of those. Getting that consumer surplus in the attention economy. So true, Adam Smith. That hurts. That, in my head, that was perfect. But you know what? Everyone's a critic these days. Dude, they added so many different ways to not take damage. Bloodborne was like just dodge forehead. But this game, I can't believe it. They've included a block that's not merely satirical, and they've included a perfect parry as well. Hang on. They're recommending I use my Fable Arts. The heck was it? It's an auto blocker? What is this? Twitter after the release of X Blue. Sawtoothed wheel, okay. +2, +2. Thank you, I appreciate it. I've been workshopping that for a while. Oh, hello? I thought I heard footsteps behind me. It's a super parry, I believe. Matthew or Luke, though. What'd you do this weekend? Trying to remember. That's the mark of like doing a lot for sure. This weekend, yesterday, took my daughter to the playground. We had to come back for an appointment. My wife was getting her eyebrows microbladed. We had some sushi. I dropped her off at the microblading appointment. Me and my daughter went shopping. I don't want to brag. I got 2 new things for the shelf. These are prints of illustrations from a local artist. This one, you can't really see it. It's like an homage to Vancouver neighborhoods. And then there's another one behind me right here. It's an assortment of different styles of breads. The artist was Bohm Made from Vancouver. Drove all the way out to Hanam Supermarket. Shit was crazy. Everything was normal price, but it was the busiest I've ever seen it, I think, in my entire life. But it's always nice to get some Korean food, don't get me wrong. Had some Korean barbecue for dinner. Came back home. Baby a bath, baby to bed. You know how it goes. Watch that one 1975 related TikTok 40 times because it was blowing my mind. Let me in, let me in, let me in. What the hell did I do on Saturday, man? I definitely remember doing a lot. I remember, whoa, golden dog? I remember being tired at the end of the day, that's for sure. I remember DL Guiga beat me on my cooldown ride. And I literally, as soon as the ride started, I saw DL Guiga. I sent him a high five. You can't send messages on Peloton, but the energy that I was trying to send with my high five was, don't stress about beating me this time. I am letting you by because I just can't hang on this ride. I burned out my legs on the previous rides. So I sent well wishes. I broke a champagne bottle on his Peloton and said, go ahead. Okay. What's the sure on that one? What's with the people that high-five you over and over again? I think some of them have mental illness and some of them are just rude. That's about it. I don't high-five multiple times. I might high-five you once. People might take offense to that. But some enemies become red and use a strong attack called a fury attack. You can't dodge or guard them, but you can counter with a perfect guard. Okay. Well, I didn't do shit right there. You straight up just whiffed, brother. That's got to be embarrassing. Okay, never mind. You're stronger than me. Fallout looking ass. Is he staggerable? He's staggered. He's staggered. I'm not dying to this scrub, okay? I died. I didn't expect him to do a push. Lie or die. Well, there goes my deathless run. You could stagger with a blue? What the hell is a blue? When your character dies, death ergo is dropped in that spot. A charge attack. Okay. Hang on, we're learning. That's a bad start. I just blew in my pants. When Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense, I... Hey, what the hell was that? My dude just got a tummy ache. Bro, what the fuck? It fucking kills, bro. Oh, I can see why you call it a blue. Sawtooth that I wish you saw. Nice try. Thoughts on the Lauren Boebert Beetlejuice handy? I haven't watched the video because I was worried that it might awaken something in me, honestly. That's my thoughts on it. I don't think you should do that. And by that, I mean vape in public. The hand job, whatever. Could be worse. I guess. Could be better, quite frankly. At a local production of Beetlejuice, though, like, listen. Well, I guess that's the place to do it, right? I mean, if you won the lottery and got tickets to Hamilton on Broadway during its original run, I would be like, what are you doing? Wait till we get home. That's... Renee Elise Goldberry is singing Satisfied right now. Jesus Christ. During Dear Theodosia? Really? Come on. I mean, I could rinse this guy. I'm just choosing to make my life harder by saying that the only thing that counts is getting a perfect parry. Now you get owned. You've been staggered. You've been fatal attacked. I've literally exploded your whole body. It's like Unreal Tournament. I have to call customers, but I don't want to. Any advice? It's not maybe, I mean, listen, I'm just a guy. I'm not saying this is definitive advice. All I'm going to say is one piece of advice that I have for you is hold on to that nugget of discontent. What would be truly terrifying is if one day you woke up and you went to work and you were like, I'm so excited to call clients today. That's a troubling sign. You ever read 1984? That's like the end of 1984, man. There are 4 lights, okay? So I would definitely say maintain that nugget of discontent and do it anyway. Streamer ass take. Here's 10 ways to get yourself psyched up to cold call a client in your B2B healthcare software business. Tip number 1. You get the idea. Sitting. I need the tips, please. I need the tips. That's not the way to get ahead in life. He'll never be the head of a major corporation, etc. Why do you always respond to these questions so insanely? Well, I go, what do you want me to say, man? I don't know. Yo, Papi, I'm literally like a dumbass. People are coming in here, they're going like, hey, give me like one sentence that can save my life. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. You need to talk to a damn therapist or something. I mean, you're not even asking like a guy. You're asking a guy streaming Polish Bloodborne on Twitch TV. Like, You seem to be under the opinion that I have the answers and am choosing to obfuscate them from you. I do not have the answers. So I might as well at least be like entertaining, you know? Which index fund do I pick? Well, that depends. Are you in Canada? Are you in North America? Are you in... What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? I'm so excited for the date. I have to update you with the exciting goings on in my life. The girl texted me the frick back. Love the start of a Souls-esque game. When it only takes you like 8 minutes to get 6 levels up.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization
NL strikes me as a
fell apart.
VEQT kind of guy.
All that's
First
left
off,
are wannabes and
thank you for
amateurs
saying
who
I'm a
think they can fight on
VEQT.
their own. You ought to buy something
Secondly,
while you're
you're
at the festival.
80%
You
right.
can't rely on yourself alone.
It's kind of what life is like as a streamer, honestly. You know what? I was trying to workshop a joke, but it needs to be very delicate, okay? Because if you do it wrong, people won't laugh, they'll take offense. If you do it right, people will take offense, but they will also laugh. And it's something like this. Motherfuckers always tell streamers that their job isn't real, as if entertaining people isn't a more real job than being a project manager at a B2B healthcare software firm. Motherfuckers will always be like, hey, streamer, get a real job. Meanwhile, they're a project manager at a B2B healthcare software firm. Something like that. Just let it cook a little bit. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Why is that your specific example? I mean, I don't have anything against project managers. What the hell? It just seemed like one that could get people to laugh. Can I get more examples of real jobs? Okay, of course. The dudes on the... you've seen the videos that are like, why don't men do this work anymore? And then it's a... like 2 dudes on an oil rig, and there's like a pipe that's just belching coke or something like that, and they're like, they're at like the mud factory, and they're like, the mud's spilling everywhere, come on. Oh, good, we've reconnected the mud pipes. Now all the precious mud is flowing where it needs to go in Ohio. Oh, this is a boss wall, brother. The company kills like 50 employees a year. That's not funny, man. That's not funny. Oh. That's a real job, though. There's no doubt about that. Farming, yeah, farming's a real job. I mean, the duties of it are real. It's kind of crazy that the government pays like most of your salary, I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what like 14-year-olds told me on Twitter, though. Okay, that's bullshit. I dodged. You owe me 50 HP. I'm gonna perfect parry you. You're starting to irritate me. He's just misunderstood, man. Bad time to heal. Okay. I did it! I did it! Am I kind of going sicko or what? Well, not really. I'm on 0 vials. Anybody else's computer just go through like 80, my controller's completely disconnected? Okay, that's a bad start. Hello, my controller, my Nintendo USB-C cord. It's working again. Upon dying in the boss area, death ergo is created at the entrance. My Nintendo! I didn't realize the first boss would be like Psycho Mantis, bro. Next he's gonna insult my ETF allocation. He'll be like, really, bro, as a 34-year-old? You're 20% in bonds? Brother, you don't understand! Jack Bogle! Jack Bogle said never invest in foreign stocks, too. Yeah, but... anyway, we don't need to go down this road. Being the best to ever do it, it's a blessing, it's also a curse, is the interesting thing about it. Okay. He's coming out of his cage and he'll be doing just fine. I'm insane. I'm officially crazy. I have none stand. I have stand. Don't blow, he's dead! He's so easy! So easy, you fucking suck. Is there a crouch button? Can I teabag him? Parade leaders ergo. And don't forget about the quartz. Hardest part of the game? Going in the right direction. We will not be frickin' sucked this year. That being said, as a Vancouver Canucks fan, I think we will be frickin' sucked this year. Hey, by the way, Dan, I don't think you're still here, but I want you to know, I don't know anything about college football, right? So, like, when I said the Huskies don't lose, I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I thought that the University of Washington Huskies were a lower-ranked college team than Michigan State. Because I'm familiar with Michigan State, the Spartans. The only reason I know the Huskies is because, you know, sometimes we're in Washington. Talk to the guy. Okay. Talk to the guy. Can I get some more? Can I get some more feedback? Also, I did not realize that the guy is named Michael Penix Jr., which is like such a funny name. Secondarily, I was going to tweet you as well when you said Lions are crushing the Seahawks today, and I was going to say Seahawks don't lose, but then I was like, imagine if the Seahawks do win, then it'll seem like such BM. But then the Seahawks did win in overtime, so I'm glad I did not send the tweet because I think it would have just been bad manners. I don't really know what happened in the game. I didn't see the game. I'm just saying. Thank God I talked to that guy on the ground, by the way. Well, completely overrunning his dialogue to talk about a football game I didn't even watch. Oh, man. Hidden Moonstone. The Moonstone was not from this world. It upgrades your weapons. Oh, okay. I can see that this is going to become a problem. Go Birds. How is it that the Eagles get to be birds? Like, I know Eagles are birds, but there's like multiple birds in the NFL. Cardinals? Falcons? There's probably more. Like, why, when you say go Birds, I'm a human. Whoops. I told a lie and got a Steam achievement. Ravens, so true. Seahawks, yeah. Your springs are reacting. Did my nose get bigger? Lies of Penix. I mean, I know I said it before. Michael Penix Jr. is a hilarious name. Wes Anderson looking ass. Hotel. Disney Hollywood Studios looking ass. Lies of R. Lies of P! Okay. What's so funny about his name? It sounds like Michael Penis. Which sounds like Michael Penis. Which sounds like Mike Pence. Does that answer your question? 3 question marks. Don't lie to me, Walt. This game is Korean? No, it seems like it was made by some Korean developers, but as soon as it comes out, it belongs to the gamers. So it's American. And we salute that. This better not awaken anything in me. When they order the well done ribeye. No! You know, I saw another tweet that I think it resonated with me a lot. You ever see the tweet that is like an interesting phenomenon about the internet? Is that sometimes you will see something so outwardly horny that it's actually completely non-sexual. Like, you'll just see a cartoon character with such enormous breasts and such an unbelievably absurdly scant outfit that you're like, it's not even sexual anymore, it's just comical. That's how I feel whenever I look at the replies to promoted tweets about mobile games, which I do oftentimes. I think they really, I'm not saying everybody has to agree with it, but I think they actually summed up my opinion. So I always I've never been into the outrageously well-endowed anime ladies, you know? Whenever I see someone that's like, holy cow, look at her boobies, they're so big and barely covered. I'm like, see, this is she's all covered up. She's got some modesty. And now I'm like, what's she hiding? It plays on your imagination a little bit more.
I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you.
Your ass
You must have
did
questions.
nothing, actually. I was searching all over the city of Krat to find you.
But we have
Liar.
to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans, and that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard.
My ass when
I'll
I'm in
explain more
Gastown.
once you find him.
You can level up through Sophia using the ergo in your possession. And listen, I'm actually not just having a good time. So far, I'm having a great time. Can we get a normie translator on every single video game ever greenlit for production? What is all this shit? Ergo, Fable Arts, Pizza Cutter Wheel. Whatever happened to HP, XP, Stamina? Whatever, why do we gotta come up with we gotta reinvent the wheel every single time? Whatever happened to gold and mana? Hang on. Don't sweat the technique.
Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Me when I get fired from American Gladiators for asking for a raise because I'm making $75 an episode. Well, it's the #1 show in the nation.
Calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
You never play a video game and some motherfucker just says, hey, how's it going, huh? It's always like, oh, surreptitious worm, welcome to mine domain. Nobody's ever like, how was your weekend? I'd like to go to my belt, please. Perhaps my upper belt. Can I put a compass on there? Rare ergo. Grinder. Repairs weapon durability. Use a grinder to repair your weapon. Does it... Do I lose my grinder when it's used? If I use it, do I lose it? I'm going to guess yes. And then, any gestures? Sit and check ground. You do not? No, okay. Thank you for that, chat. Well, I guess my ass... Call me Clips the way I be grinding right now. Oh. No swords allowed. This is the Continental, John. Nothing. Me figuring out what animal pooped near our tent last night.
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations. I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome.
Jonathan.
Oh, I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet.
Is she missing an eye? Bro, this is Helena Bonham Carter from Big Fish. Her eye reveals the way that you die.
It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If it doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin.
Life imitates art.
I forgot. I was keeping this for him. It comes with a long
This
sword,
isn't how I go.
but I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man. And do take care of yourself out there.
Show off clothes. Drip gesture? Forget checking the ground, man. Sheesh. Venini's Krat Landmark Guide #1. Don't worry, I'll just... Right now I'm just grinding, but I'll go read that a little later. See what's going on in the world of Geppetto. I made it a Pinocchio. The boy does not tell the truth.
I heard about you from Geppetto, but to see you in person... Wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
Wow. Holy. Geppetto left this with you? Legion arm. Special equipment equipped on the left arm. Each one has its own combat ability. I got puppet string now.
The sound of it alone. You must be something else. Oh, I know my way around weapons. If any of your... I know
Bearers,
my way around...
seek. I'm not upgrading a weapon. We just started the dang game, okay? Let me just see how this bad... Whoa! Get over here! I own you. Try me again. Okay, you own me. Try me again. I own you. Okay, I'm ready. You got me warmed up. Great fortune to all visitors. Rest for all travelers. Blessing to all friends. Feeling pretty blessed already, quite frankly. You know what, though? There's probably a secret here. I knew it. Where to, madame? Straight ahead. Who would win in a fight, Dracula or Frankenstein? Can purchase items from Polindina at the hotel. Dracula? I'm gonna say Frankenstein, personally. Frankenstein's just a guy. He's not just a guy, he has above average strength. And I think like an incredible tolerance for physical pain, but he's not that inoculated against emotional pain. Because when everybody in the town hated him, he got like really sad. Right? He was like, oh, fuck. They all hate me because I murdered that lady. Oh. Elysian Boulevard entrance. Cloudy morning. Thanks for the weather report. Tom waits.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, stealth section successfully bypassed. He's the best to ever do it. I've seen you before. Oops. I'm perfect parry. Whatever, get on. Who cares? Call him Ryan Reynolds, the way he's got a wireless cricket. What the heck does it even mean, man? I know that he does Freedom Wireless, or is it Cricket Wireless? I thought it was Freedom. He's smacking. Mint? It's Mint? I thought he was with Freedom Mobile. Mint Mobile?
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
Ah, yes, the puppet frenzy. I recall. I recall. You can't open that door. Does not open from this side. Hello, Sinvicta. Hello. You ever play Lies of P, the Pinocchio-themed Dark Souls-esque character action game? You ever use your puppet string to drag a dude over to you, murder him, and then walk backwards slowly so you end up outside of the dog's attack radius? And then basically just execute the most perfect dodges you'll ever seen in your life en route to being killed because you used the show-off clothes gesture instead of your default Estus flask? It's been known to happen from time to time. Kick-ass wind-up, bro. Did you ever win an F-Zero race? Gotta wonder about society sometimes. People will come in and ask questions like that. They're like, I love NL. I never miss a stream. I need to stay updated on all the comings and goings of what happened. By the way, I missed the last 4 streams. I think I'm at like 75 wins, okay? And we told some sweet jokes. and drop some trenchant wisdom about what to do when you have to make a phone call but you don't want to, okay? I only watched Librarian, so I don't know. Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because Fauna did her 3D reveal this weekend, and as a result, Librarian is a little sweepy lately. He had overlapping priorities, okay? I'm sure the video will come out eventually. But not today. I already put out an F-Zero one, so what the hell? What, did it include footage from the second stream where I actually figured out what the heck I was doing? Mimic me? Lotta F-150 frame? What the hell? There's damn pickup trucks in this. Both a Lada and an F-150 are cars, right? You know, I was driving home from North Road Plaza, Hanam Supermarket, not to brag. We were on the highway. Anyone else driving westbound on Highway 1 yesterday around like 6:15 p.m.? Okay. There was a car accident. Everything slowed right down, okay? There was a car crashed into the median on the left side of the road. There was a police car. There was a fire truck. There was someone holding a child, like comforting a child while like the police talked to them. It was a macabre scene. We slowed right down so we could, you know, nobody's crashing in anybody. We could get by. As soon as we got 100 meters away from the crash site, everybody started driving like fucking maniacs again. I was in the HOV lane. I moved over one lane. A motorcycle whizzed by me at like 180 kilometers an hour, followed by like 6 white BMW SUVs. I'm like, are you actually stupid? You just saw an accident on the highway. Like, what do you think caused the accident? A skill difference? Like, you just saw the consequences of your actions. But they were like, oh, I just slowed down to 30 kilometers an hour for 90 seconds. Now I need to drive 180 kilometers an hour for 10 minutes to make up the difference. They're all looking for the Skyway. Everybody looking for the damn Skyway. That's the honest to goodness truth. They got shooters everywhere. Vape place closes at 3, man, come on. I have a conspiracy theory. It's not really a conspiracy theory in the sense that, like, I think there's some grand plan. I guess it's not even a conspiracy theory at all. Let me tell you something, okay? There used to be... Oh, hang on, the doorbell rang. Let me see if I need to get that, okay? Don't believe so. In Vancouver... weed has been legal for like 9 years, 8 years, something like that. Even before it was legal, there were dispensaries everywhere, which is what I don't care at all. When it became legal, they passed like a local law that they had to have window coverings. You know, they had to have like vinyl stickers that covered the window. The idea was that they don't want kids looking inside and being like, oh, Sour Patch Kids, I can't wait to turn 18 and like eat those. But anyway, it's not a big deal. Eventually, the dispensaries petitioned the city. They're like, hey, our asses keep getting robbed because as soon as the robber gets into the store, nobody's ever going to know that the store's being robbed. So can we please take the window coverings off? City said, you know what? Good point. So this is like the first few months where I've been able to look in these dispensaries as I'm walking around Vancouver, and none of those fuckers have any customers in them ever. What's going on here, okay? I'm used to this in a lot of industries. You know, you walk by like a Sleep Country Canada, there's nobody in it. Everybody's buying Casper and Endy mattresses online these days. Nobody's buying $3,500 coffee tables from the mid-century furniture place or the weird clothing store in the mall that's not like a chain. It's just like one lady runs it and everything kind of looks tie-dyed and homemade. The dispensaries I kind of thought there were people going in there window shopping. Like when you go to a brewery or a BC liquor store, you're surrounded by people. In the dispensaries, there's nobody, man. Nobody browses. I thought that was the whole point, is you go in and somebody's like, oh, if you like that lemon pound cake sativa, you'll love this fucking Doja Cat indica. Too staggerable. I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. Takes me 2 minutes inside the dispensary. Yeah, but wasn't the point of legalization that it wasn't just like degenerates picking up the usual? I thought, like, you know, all our moms were going in there and getting their first edible or something like that. It'd probably take... If my mom went to a dispensary, she'd be in there for like 45 minutes, okay? I got to imagine occasionally I would see a customer inside of the store. Okay, you got me. They did 9 years ago? Why the hell everybody taking their sweet time at the brewery then? Beer's been around since like fucking negative 100,000 BCE. And people are still like, oh, whoa, a double IPA? Named after a quote from fucking Wedding Crashers? Let me think on that for 25 minutes or something. Let me just pick up every tall can in the fridge once, look it over, put it back down, and then eventually buy a 30 rack of kokanee anyway. Am I right, fellow browsers? So true, so true. Also, the other thing that I want to say is I'm not anti-dispensary in the slightest. I've literally never stepped foot inside one. But now I'm peeping through the damn windows like the kids in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I guess my conspiracy theory, which is not a conspiracy theory in the slightest, is that I don't think the market can sustain this many dispensaries, man. There's like 4 a block in Vancouver. I just can't believe that, like, eventually that's going to hit some homeostatic equilibrium, right, at like 1 every 2 blocks. There's just too many. I mean, if they do have enough demand, then whatever, who cares, but... Also, have you ever noticed... I'm not sure if this is wistful and nostalgic or if this is just meant to be an observation. I'm not fully sure yet. You ever noticed how in the last 15 years, every town, and maybe this is good, every town went from having like a thriving downtown core with local businesses providing like a variety of goods to simply being like 12 different brew pubs. You got me, kid. No, I don't go outside. And an arcade bar. So true. Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm just saying. Yes, COVID happened. Why are people so rude? You'll wait all weekend for the stream to start. I'm 8 minutes late. They're like, this is ridiculous. I start the stream. They're like, oh, no vacation this week? And I start talking. It's like an hour and 38 minutes into the stream. I'm just saying sentences. People are like hitting me with Daria sarcasm. Go talk to a trusted friend. And if they don't want to talk to you, maybe you should try being nicer. Daria's based? Yeah, but not when she's talking to you. When you're watching her talk to somebody else, you're like, get their ass. If she was talking to you, you'd be like, this bitch is rude. She is not invited to the barbecue. Hey Daria, you want to come to my barbecue? Yeah, I'd love to come to your barbecue. Okay, then fucking shut up, lady. See you never. It's called a cookout? Not when I do it. When I do it, it's called a barbecue. I don't believe NL barbecues. Really? Just because I didn't vote for Mitt Romney, I can't enjoy like a nice steak? Romney loved hot dogs. He probably still does, man. I don't. If you love him at 58, I don't think that's changing. I think you're pretty much locked in. If you wish for it desperately enough, you may summon someone who wants to help you in this world. He did say my favorite meat is hot dog. That is a much more memeable quote than I've got binders full of women. I mean, as someone who talks nonstop for a few hours a day, a gaffe like that is meaningless. Like the dude who's, people were like, I'm not saying you gotta hand it to Mitt Romney, but people were like, get his ass. Like, oh really? You think that women are trading cards that you could put in a laminate sheet and then buckle into a 3-ring binder? No, obviously he doesn't think that. He was just talking, man. Probably got his words confused. He got a little bit nervous. My favorite meat is hot dog. That's a deliberate statement. That shit is crazy. I dodged again. Charge him! My controller! Hang on. Okay, my controller broke. Yeah, Mitt Romney, you would have loved Blizzy Overdrive. So true. I live, bitch. Get over here. I think I speak for Scorpion for Mortal Kombat when I say get over here. Not enough ampules these days. Very true. Oh, whoa, I was just going to point to my shelf and say I'm working on it. It's so sad. All right. I got some ampules over here. Oh. See you never. Is that Wii Sports on the shelf? It's art. It's a cute drawing of the city I live in, okay? And also, the drawing on the other side of it is a variety of different kinds of bread drawn in cartoony fashions, because I love carbs, and I don't care who knows it. Not this time, Satan. So easy. Hey, hey, hey! My whole soccer team and my coach make fun of me. I'm dead. He got me with the damn toilet brush, man. Makes fun of me because I dab the tip of my penis with toilet paper after I finish peeing. Is this something mockable? Now, well, first off, I have a question for you. How old are you? Like, are you in high school? Are you in college? How do you have a soccer coach as an adult? Are you Lionel Messi? Why do they know? People talk. No, they don't. Like, you don't. People outside of the house do. I would say, is it mockable? Yes, it's mockable. But not because it's a stupid idea, just because it's not the norm. But honestly, the dab tech might be good tech for avoiding the couple of dribbles on your pants. You could do a gooch press as well. I mean, I've been a noted gooch presser, of course, but I don't think it's anything to be... I think they're making fun of you because they're scared that they're embarrassed that they didn't think of it first. Okay, toilet man. Thank God I got the perfect parry. Frickin' Dick Van Dyke over here. But if you have no TP, well then I imagine if he has no TP, his ass probably is not dabbing. It's that simple. How does one dab at the urinal? Society is like so fucked. We should be praising this person for coming up with a solution that works some of the time. But instead, we're like, oh, a better solution? Yeah, but it doesn't work in literally 100% of cases, so I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. He doesn't care. The dude who won the Nobel Prize for inventing penicillin is mad that someone's not going to take penicillin. No, she's dying because she got exposed to so much radiation during the invention of penicillin that she'll never be the same. Wrong person? I would say it is the right person that invented penicillin. Maybe that's just me being biased because antibiotics saved my life last year. No, this guy's got to go first. No ampules. I support women. Exactly. So true. Legion magazine? The hell is this? We're at like a skate park? Star fragment that I wish you saw. Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. I support women. Who is this guy? Dan, what are you trying to say? Why are you so surprised, Daniel? I'm shocked by your statement. Name one. Dua Lipa. Great choice. Amazing. Amazing. I see that we still have not yet figured out how to make a plunging attack work in a Souls type game. At this point, it's a feature, not a bug. When are you gonna watch Barbie now that it's out on digital? I know this sounds like a joke, but maybe like 2024 sometime. Could happen. I'm like the Bene Gesserit, man. Like, my plans are measured in centuries right now. Dan knows how it is. You're burning the midnight oil at both ends, you know, being a good husband, being a good father. You got 3 kids. People are like, when are you going to go see Oppenheimer? I don't know. Next time I'm on a damn airplane. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. I've got a Japan flight coming up. I'm excited to catch up on media. See, we respect that energy here. I don't want to, like, make this about Chip, okay? Because he's on vacation right now. I said my #1 tip for a long-ass flight, eat a lot of food. Chip said, okay, Boomer, I'm just going to play RuneScape instead. Gets on the plane, the Wi-Fi is pure ass. Still good enough, apparently, to send a tweet that says that Wi-Fi is not good enough to play RuneScape. I'm so bored. You know what doesn't need fucking packets? Crisps. Make it make sense. Your potato chips ain't running out of batteries, brother. You think I didn't think of that? Part of getting older is realizing that, believe it or not, the older generation, I'm not saying they have it all figured out, but some of the problems that you have, that you rejected their solutions for, they solved them the same way that you're thinking of solving it. You know, they went through the scientific method. You're using the unscientific method, rejecting something a 70-year-old came up with just because they're 70. Now, I wouldn't want their opinions on, like, you know, what to watch on television. My ass will be seeing, like, the complete series of Everybody Loves Raymond. I'm not that interested in that, because I've already been through it once. Is it a faux pas to watch anime on your flight to Japan? No, I'm sure they see it all the time. It's not a faux pas. Why would it be a faux pas? You guys are so weird. I specifically avoided watching anime on my flight to Japan. Why? You know that's like where they make it, right? They know, brother. There's only like 5 reasons that people from America are like going to Japan. They probably had they clocked your reason like immediately, as soon as you got on the airplane. They were talking in the galley. They were like, look at that dude at the back wearing the Full Metal Alchemist hoodie. Bro's literally watching Rashomon right now, pretending he's coming here for the cinema. I know, as soon as you land, you're going to be saying, Watashi no how do I get to Akihabara? Just to your own self be true, man. Homer, you love Rashomon? That's not how I remember it. Goated Simpsons reference. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Clutch Bare Naked Ladies reference. Me watching Austin Powers on my flight to London, just so that the flight attendants on British Airways know I respect English culture. I'm insane. And that's no lie. P or otherwise. We gotta be better about the punish there. We gotta be better about the punish there. Punish this! I'm dead. +2 as a British flight attendant. Can I tell you something? You might not, I mean, I don't know why people assume that I'm like badly behaved in public, but I'm genuinely not. I've flown, I don't know, 100 times, 150 times. I gotta get a new USB-C cord, man. Luckily it's the weekend tomorrow, so I'll figure it out. There's one time, I think, in my entire life, I've ever pushed, bing, the button to summon a flight attendant. It was literally on the last flight I took. And I'm not trying to absolve myself. My wife, who was sitting a row behind me, because we had our nieces with us, tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Can you ask a flight attendant for a blanket?" So I know I joke about the fact that I'm Tobey Maguire in the Kirsten Dunst Tobey Maguire meme, where, you know, Kirsten Dunst goes, "He said no pickles," but I'm the Kirsten Dunst in a lot of situations, at least. Anyway, I went bing bong. I pressed the button. I said, "Can my wife get a blanket?" And they said, "On this flight, we don't have blankets." Big ups, WestJet. I mean, why would you pack blankets on an overnight flight, right? In the airplane. Regardless. Fucking WestJet, no screens in the seat back headrest, ass having airline. First time I flew WestJet, they had a damn swipe credit card reader in the seat in case you wanted to pay $5 pay-per-view to watch Colin Farrell's Total Recall remake, 2014 ass, no complimentary anything, Calgary based. Listen to me, okay? Regardless. Hi, Tomo. Apart from that, I swear to you, I am a friend of the flight attendants. I have never summoned a flight attendant for anything. There's a couple reasons for that. In a way, I know it's their job. I find it very audacious when people summon a flight attendant and they're like, "Can I have another drink?" Like, I get that for you, having another drink is important because you're on the plane right now and you're bored. And that's fine. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. But at the same time, like, there's 200 passengers on the flight. And you're really like, that's how bad I need my drinky right now. Secondly, flight attendants deserve our respect because they have an order of magnitude more risk of dying in a plane explosion than us. So I try to let them simmer at the back and decompress as much as possible because you never know when it might be your last. Okay, you got me, kid. What if I'm having a real cromulent fuck crusticle of a day? If you're Tommy and your tenants have been driving you crazy, then sure. Yeah, I 100% agree. Flight attendants have, well, I don't know. I don't want to insult the servers, okay? They both have a harder job than me. But flight attendants have a much harder job, in my opinion, than the average server. Because they have to serve, and they have a very limited amount of space. They got all their shit in like one little cart. They're trying, "Sir, do you want anything?" And then the person's got to like pull their headphones out and stuff like that. They got to do this safety presentation. And like, I don't know if you've ever been on an airplane. Based on the response from chat, I'm going to say about 80% of you haven't. But like 1 in 8 passengers thinks that they have a special request. You'll always be like, "Oh, can I have a Truly vodka soda?" And they're like, "Sure." And they'll hand them like a strawberry one. And they're like, "Oh, do you have pomegranate?" You're like, "Fucking, it's an airplane, dummy. There's nothing. You're lucky we got 4 Trulies on the whole airplane." Your ass is like, "Do you have a different flavor?" "Sure, we gotta land." I work with private jet flight attendants. They're always burned out. See, that, I guess what I want is like an A/B test. Are they more burned out than a like commercial flight attendant? Because I would assume that it's easier to be a private jet attendant, just because I bet they treat you worse on a passenger by passenger basis, because they feel like they're big shots. But at least there's only going to be like under 20 passengers, right? I hate this thing. Would you tip the flight attendant manning the drink cart? Goodbye. Never mind. Hello. Honestly, maybe we should these days. Maybe we should. Can I also say I had another tweet brewing? It's something like this. Now, this is not based on reality, okay? But you could see how it would be funny were it real. Went to the Korean barbecue place, tipped the guy who cooked my food $20 at the end of the night, and then I got to figure out how to land the plane. Because you're the guy who cooks your fucking food, you know? Let me think about this. There's got to be a way to make it work. What? When you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant, you got me, kid. When you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant, usually you're the one who cooks your own food. Right. Yeah, but they prep it and bring it to you? It's literally a joke. Needs work, but would be funny. There we go. We're so back. Do you have your Korean barbecue with lettuce and rice? Yes. And I eat my sugar with coffee and cream. When the joke fails, it's only a joke. When the joke succeeds. People really be in my chat talking to me about humor as if their favorite joke for the last 10 years isn't like Donald Trump's hair looks funny. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm kind of over it at this point. You don't pay Korean barbecue prices for the quality of food you're getting. You pay it for the... What are you... I was literally... Dude, streamer comes after the entire Korean barbecue industry. What are you... I just made a joke, man! You guys got to start spending your weekends laughing. I think too many people are spending their weekends angry these days. Every comment is an invitation for argument with somebody who graduated from high school, you know, post 2018. That's crazy. I'm not, you can do that. You guys can start an argument in the chat. That doesn't bother me. But when you throw like a highlighted at Northern Lion in there and you're like, usually at Korean barbecue, you get side dishes with you. I'm like, yeah, fucking no, bro. Daegu, class of 2011, motherfucker. Shilahamnida, samdak sobang soju seo. Bali Bali, I'm trying to get to the Hof before it closes. Just relax. Do not cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. Okay, listen. Follow me, please. Guy on the Korean Air flight who doesn't order bibimbap because all the white people on the flight order the bibimbap, so he gets the hamburger instead. So true. Ever try bondegi? Yes, I think it's very bad. My friends and I in Korea used to get shithouse drunk on makgeolli and then just be like, we hate bondegi, and then for absolutely no reason, I don't know, eat as much of it as we possibly could. Couldn't even tell you why. Wife isn't gonna like this take? She will, because she also does not like bondegi. It might surprise you to find out I know my wife better than you do. Do you like bodega? Oh, you mean bodega on Maine? Bodega's pretty good. It's like it's tapas, right? I went there once or twice. Or were you just making a joke? You weren't ready for me to have some real world experience coming at you. Okay, headbutt. Gotta remember the headbutt coming. Mashing. Stop with the headbutt. It's rude. Punished. Punished. Yeah, I knew it. Bodegas have everything. I'm talking about a Vancouver restaurant, okay? I'm not talking about stores that only exist in New York City. There's no stores in the rest of the world where you can get a sandwich and a bag of chips. Only in New York, baby. And Philly? No, sorry. Simply New York City. It's the only place that's... I'm not putting anybody on blast, but I was laughing. Somebody posted a picture of a deli and said the European mind can't possibly fathom this. And it was like a deli counter with like lots of meats and, you know, marinated olives and like salads and stuff in it. And I was like, I live in like the most non-deli part of the world possibly, and we still have those. We still, I'm not, listen. If you're gonna make a tweet like that, you gotta make it like me, where I said the European mind can't possibly fathom the serenity of eating lunch in the driver's seat of your car. Which some people took as so true, it's so sad that Americans have no place to eat but in their car, but was really meant as like, I love eating lunch by myself in the driver's seat of my car. No irony intended. I mean, you can't eat like, you know, there's a very limited number of foods you can eat in your driver's seat without making like a huge mess, but I love it, man. Car eating kind of goated. Listen to whatever you want on the radio. Nobody's talking to you to ask if the food is good. You're sitting in your car eating like a, you know, like a chicken shawarma or something like that. Eating as fast as possible without any care for decorum because you're by yourself. Makes the car smell good for days. Exactly. Also, every time I'm eating in my car, and then like I see people walking by and I make eye contact with them, I feel like they're always like, oh, that's so sad, that dude's eating alone in his car. And I'm like, that's so sad, they're outside. And meanwhile, I'm in my car eating delicious food and singing along with, Pig! I saw your pin shot, I'll keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue, it sure looks good on you. They're outside. Hey, do you want to get a coffee? No, I'm not really interested in that. And when you smile for the camera, I know they're gonna love you. Okay, wait for it. Why not just eat it in the restaurant? Because in the restaurant, I'm surrounded by other people. In my car, I'm surrounded by my favorite person. As Tom Waits said, as long as I can be with me, we get along so well, I can't even believe it. Love to chew the fat with folks, I'll be listening to all your dirty jokes. I'm so thankful for these friends I do receive. You know what I'm saying? Kind of good impression. Things I've been working on. It's a little Louis Armstrong for sure. Woohoo! Sloppy Joe, Slappy Joe. Me and Sloppy Joe got married. Got 6 kids and we're doing just fine. Down in Lunch Lady Land. Some dudes just be walking around and you're like, he's lumbering. This dude lumbers for sure. Okay, not today, Satan. Horrible mashing. Goodbye. Oh, no. Oh, Miyazaki, you've done it again! Let me get the loot! It had to be done. It had to be done. Hidden Moonstone. I'm sure I'll do something with that. The hell is this, man? The hell is this? Oh! Hidden Moonstone. Shortcut? Nope, never mind. Forgot to turn off the car battery. Get zapped, fool. Hey! Everybody relax. Everybody just chill. We're all gonna be fine, okay? Ooh. Hold. We still got some sauce. I might be old, I might be washed, but I'm not completely washed. You don't just go from like cracked to washed overnight. There's like a little gradient you go through. You're like, oh, I'm not as cracked as I used to be. But I'm sure it's just an off day. And then it starts happening like more and more often. And then you're like, okay, maybe I'll never get back to the same level of crack that I used to be. But like, I could still be pretty good. And then one day, I'm sure you just give up on that dream forever. But not yet. Not yet. Are we still talking about gaming? We're talking about everything.
Who is it? Is that you, Murphy?
Yep, it's me, Murphy.
Oh, I guess not. Sorry, I thought you were my friend, Murphy. Murphy is a super cool police officer. As a puppet, even the petrification disease can't get him. I wish I was like him.
You want like a glass of water or something?
You should leave so you don't catch the disease from me.
Holy fuck, Resident Evil? You know that motherfucker's in the group chat like, yeah, I'll be at brunch, don't worry, it's just allergies. So true. Showing up with fucking crusty ass eyes. Hey! Workshop Union Standard Insulation Converter. Wasn't I just saying how that's just what I needed right now? I couldn't miss bottomless mimosas. So true. We haven't seen each other in so fucking long. How the fuck have you been, bitch? It's Steve-O again? It's got a little Steve-O in it, I suppose. Not fucking you, bro. Not you. Not you. This brunch fucking kills, bro. These fucking heirloom tomatoes fucking rip, bro. It fucking kills. $38 for fucking eggs Benedict, Johnny. Knoxville is fucking kills. Bill's fucking huge. I can't fucking take it. Why would they build this if I couldn't get on it, man? What the hell?
I can sense something strange. Jeepers. Is that a butterfly?
Not too many MFers be saying jeepers these days.
Reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
Rush him. Rush him. Hidden Moonstone. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oops. It's kind of sick. Kind of sick. Oh, jeez. Jeepers. Is a stealth section. I'm not even sweating at half HP. I own this guy. See, he's scared. It's actually kind of embarrassing how scared he is of just a little puppet. Oh, you got me. Ah, you're right. That's probably the super cool police officer. I got an idea. It's a classic right here. Do I have to teleport to another Stargazer in order to level up? Yes. This one doesn't contain level up potential. Oh, now you level up at the, okay, that's right. She did tell me that. She did tell me that. I'll go to the Hotel Krat, please. All they've got inside is vacancy. Hey, Anel, do you think you'll hop on the Ozempic bandwagon? I don't know. Probably not. I weigh 170 pounds. Maybe one day.
I'll use my power.
I can level 2 times. Give me a little HP. I could be worse. A little HP, and give me a little extra technique too. And then get me out of here. Vancouver chatters go to Science World. There's a new exhibit about game development open today. Hey, thank you for reminding me, Malik. That's what I did on Saturday. We took our daughter to Science World. And because we're Science World members, we got a little ticket to go to that game development exhibit. That was pretty cool. I'm not saying it was cool when I saw it, and now that it's open to the public, it's probably like not that cool. It's probably washed. I worked on it. Yo, that was sick. The first room where it's like a Vancouver bedroom and then it constantly like either floods or it turns into like outer space. And then the second room where you could design your own creature. My kid was pogging up like crazy. And then the third room where you're jumping on all the stones and then you can make the little dirigible go by. She had a great time. So did we. I forgot we went to Science World on Saturday. That's what we did on Saturday. I told you I was doing something. Spoilers? Little bro thinks the museum can be spoiled. I will say, so much of the exhibit was about Dauntless. And I was like, I honestly, I don't mean this with any hate. I kind of thought Dauntless was washed. I thought it came out and like maybe did okay for a while and then was left in like 2018 or something, but apparently Dauntless is still pogging. I had no idea. Like the whole thing, you can design your own Dauntless monster, you can design your own Dauntless environment, you can design your own Dauntless foliage. I mean, there's some Vancouver local game devs for sure. So there's a big social mobile scene. Dauntless, which is Phoenix Labs, EA, some parts of EA at least. I'm trying to think of what else is made out here. Broken mobile scene. So true. Michael Penix Jr., so true. It's probably Penix, right? Tape to Tape was made here. Don't shoot me. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Long Dark? Well, excuse me, like I don't mean any disrespect. I'm trying to put some respect on Vancouver Island. I believe Long Dark was made Vancouver Island. Very confusing. I understand. I'm not saying you're stupid for not knowing this. Vancouver Island, strangely, does not contain the city of Vancouver. Both of them were simply named after the same George. Four Seasons books and landscaping. Sorry. Took me so long to remember what the place was called. Hang on, we actually opened up a shortcut. Thank God. Vancouver Melon Camp. There's definitely something to that. I don't know what it is though. I got to think about it. Casually ignoring Vancouver, Washington. Yep, me and the rest of the world. I would love to, I mean, like I wouldn't be surprised, I should say, if they were Vancouver, BC's sister city. It really sucks for Vancouver, Washington. The first time I met somebody from Vancouver, Washington, it was in Korea. She replaced some teachers at our school. Well, a teacher at our school. And when we met her, we said, "Oh, cool, where are you from?" And she said, "I'm from Vancouver." And we said, "Oh, no way, we've got a few other Canadians here too." And then she said, "Oh no, I meant the real Vancouver." And it might have been like a joke. I didn't really take offense to it. It was more like I took offense to like, I didn't realize we were in a fighting game and she baited me into like doing a heavy attack. And then she had a parry that she's been practicing since she was like 7 years old. But ever since then, Vancouver, Washington is dead to me. Most noteworthy thing about Vancouver, Washington next to its name, being so close to, well, let's just make this even more offensive. People from Vancouver, Washington be like, I love living in Vancouver, Washington. It's so close to Portland, Oregon, where there's no sales tax. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Yes, I moved here to save on tax. I ain't mad at you, Kevin Hart putting his arms up. I ain't mad at you.